Hello there and welcome to Chicha Diaries, or welcome back. And today's video, as you can see from the title, is me basically talking about how sometimes our hair care could be messing with our skin. Now, is my skin in the best condition it could be for making such a video? Absolutely not. But honestly, I have wanted to make this video for a really long time, and each time I'm like, oh, I should, like revisit that idea and actually film something and post it. Like, my skin is always in shambles and I'm like, it's never going to be perfect. And my current skin issues have nothing to do with my hair care, because I have that under control because I've gone through the stuff that I'm about to explain. This is more of like hormonal acne, that time of the month type of situation. And then I always get breakouts around my T-zone and my chin. So let's get straight into it. Hopefully, you can forgive the acne, but honestly, like, the points I'm about to make, like, they've drastically helped, my situation. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is pre-pooing or deep conditioning overnight. Now, this is something that I love to do at the beginning of my hair care journey, not just my natural hair care journey, because I did begin all of this trying to take care of my hair situation when I was relaxed back in December of 2013. So it's been like over 8 years now, and I was doing all the things, like I had like the most detailed hair care routine. Like, I was literally doing the most. So I would pre-poo overnight, and sometimes I would also deep condition overnight, and I wasn't doing it properly. So all the product that I had in my hair would sort of leak through my plastic cap or shower cap, like, onto my skin, and then like it would just sit there overnight. It would make me break out, and I was using heavy oils and all sorts of random DIYs that were not like serving my skin. So that's the first thing. And if you're someone who loves to pre-poo or deep condition overnight, and like, it's doing wonders for your hair and you'd like to continue, my suggestion, in case you're one of those people who, like, where it leaks, I would always tie something. Like, I actually had a sports headband that I would put around, just like, like my forehead or my hairline, just so it wouldn't leak, down to my face during the night. So yeah, just try and make sure that you're tying something, taut, so that whatever is, inside that's cooking up or, steaming, isn't leaking onto your face. So that's, the first thing. The second thing, okay, is sleeping directly onto your pillowcase. Okay, so most of us, have certain pillowcases. We got that memo and we're complying. But if you're someone who uses heavy products, okay, like you're into thoroughly moisturizing and sealing your hair, and you're sleeping directly on a pillowcase, and if you're a wild sleeper and you're turning like all over the show, this is something that I had to learn the hard way. Like, I had all sorts of breakouts on the sides of my face and my forehead, and at the time I didn't know. Like, later on, when I eliminated some of these things, I was like, oh, that was the reason. So I know, like, not everybody wants to wrap their hair either with a headscarf or put a bonnet on, but please, like, and especially if you're someone who moisturizes and seals at night, so like you're applying product and then going to bed, even if you twisted your hair up or put it in plaits, like, that product is going to, be on your pillow, and then you'll be turning around and you'll be, basically getting into your skin. Again, if you're someone who insists on moisturizing at night, okay, moisturizing and sealing at night, I advise that you cover your hair and yeah, at least there's some sort of barrier between, your hair and your pillowcase, where you actually be turning your face, on the pillowcase. Yeah, but anyways, just at least try to cover your hair so that, stuff isn't, like, rolling around and getting onto your skin as you sleep. Then the third thing kind of ties into, the previous point, and that is not washing pillowcases or satin scarves and the like. Again, something that I learned the hard way. Now, I know it sounds nasty that there's, some of us who might sleep on the same pillowcase for like a full week, or use the exact same satin headscarf for a full week. I was that person, I will admit it, okay, but I realized that, it was kind of gross, and again, it was transferring to my skin. So if you don't have the luxury of like washing, you know, your pillowcases or your satin bonnets, you know, often, get multiple ones. I don't even do my own laundry. Done for me. But at first, when I only had like, you know, like I think I only had like one satin headscarf at the time, or one satin pillowcase, it was getting washed often. So like, you know, like it would be washed and replaced at least every 2 days. But now I think I have 3 satin wraps. Ignore my cat. I have 3 satin wraps and 2 bonnets, so at least, you know, I can switch them out every couple of nights. Sorry, she's been relocated, but yes. Where was I? Yeah, I have several bonnets and headscarves that I can, you know, change every now and then, so that definitely helps. The next point, again, I know it sounds repetitive with the whole headscarf situation, but I feel like, you know, it might be beneficial here. But again, now let's move on to, you know, headscarves. Yeah, so when it comes to headscarves, please don't put your headscarf down to your forehead. I know it helps you secure you know, like your headscarf onto your head. Again, like some of us wild sleepers, like if we move all over the place with a certain headscarf, like, you know, you can easily slip off at night and would want to tie it onto our foreheads. If you're going to do that, make sure you don't have, you know, like a really heavy product that might be too greasy and cause your skin to break out. But otherwise, just, you know, like try and make it taut, or as taut as it can be, without, you know, giving yourself a headache. But, you know, just try and make sure that your headscarf is, you know, being placed somewhere here, but don't have a whole bunch of greasy product and use your headscarf and then, you know, let it rest right down to your to your eyebrows. And for people like us with 5 heads, like yeah, like it's a mess if we're using greasy headscarves and placing them on our foreheads as we sleep. The next point, okay, is doing your wash day in the shower. And I know I've been focusing on, you know, like my face or our faces, but I also talk about, you know, the skin on our body. Now, before, like, okay, like in case you're new, like I've lived in like multiple apartments ever since I've been living on my own. And the last couple of houses that I lived in, or flats, like I only had a shower. Now I have the option of a bathtub and a shower. And honestly, I prefer that whole ghetto setup that I have, where like I'm washing my hair bent over like a bathtub. I prefer that, and I will explain why. Oh, I'm also not someone who will wash their hair in a kitchen sink. Like, I'm Zambian. I have a black Zambian mom. She would beat the black off of me. Like, I feel like that's a very Western thing to do, to wash your hair in like your kitchen sink. Like, guys, like where I'm from, okay? We do not wash our dirty hair in the same place that we clean our fruit and vegetables. Like, I don't think we do that over here. Maybe I'm mistaken. If you're a Zambian who washes your hair in your kitchen sink, let me know, but I'm not about to start doing that for YouTube. So yeah, I wash my hair over my bathtub. I know it looks very ghetto, but honestly, I prefer that to, you know, doing, you know, like the whole rinsing my hair out twice in the shower situation. First of all, like, it's an inconvenience getting into the shower and wetting your whole body twice. But before, when I only had access to showers and I had to wash my hair in the shower, I realized that, again, this is back in the DIY days when I was, oh, she's back after I had relocated her. Anyways, yeah, sorry, okay, like, this is the last time we're getting interrupted by, I promise. But yeah, back then I realized that I was getting back acne because I had all sorts of random products and the like that I was rinsing out concoctions onto my back, and I wasn't like thoroughly cleaning. Okay, like, of course, you know, like I would shower at some point, but sometimes like I would get into the shower just to do my hair, and then if all this stuff is just running off of your body and you aren't clearing it off, like, yeah, you can get breakouts on your back. So if you're someone who's going to do your hair, all sorts of concoctions, even just regular product, try and schedule your shower or your bath like right after you're done rinsing out your deep conditioner for that part of your shower. So once I realized that I was getting breakouts on my skin when I didn't have access to a bathtub, I would make sure that I'm actually doing like my, you know, like a thorough body scrub after rinsing out my deep conditioner. So I would just like kind of pin my hair up in the shower after rinsing it out, of course when I wasn't filming on that day, and then like thoroughly scrub clean my back, my body, and my face, okay, to get rid of that. Whereas now, at least, you know, when I'm rinsing out my deep conditioner, like I'm working with the far smaller surface area, and I can be very intentional and make sure that I'm washing my face. Again, I know I have scars on my face, but that's like it's like a completely different reason. Because before it would be all over my chin and the like, and like spread out over my okay, fine. But like, okay, it was like, trust me, it was a lot worse. I do not have pictures because I'm not that person who keeps, you know, stuff like that. I'm very vain. I wasn't taking pictures of myself when, you know, I had really bad skin. But yeah, trust and believe that it was a lot worse when I, you know, was doing some of these don'ts that I'm listing here. So yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Let's move on to the next point. So the next point has to do with people who work out heavily. Now, bless all of you gym rats, like you inspire us and everything. And I follow a whole bunch of people who really work out really well and like on Instagram or even just YouTube, and they have the most amazing hair. Like exercise, like honestly helps with hair growth. Like it's an actual fact. Like I don't know, it just creates this environment for your hair to thrive. So most of the women who are natural and work out, like their hair is always so nice. Like it grows quickly and everything. But some of them I've noticed, again, I don't want to, you know, like attack anybody. I know people are dealing with actual like skin conditions, like it's not their hair care, but like I have noticed, because some of them do post like their hair care stuff, and I'm looking at the products that they're using, and it's like heavy butters and greasy things and oils and the like, and they don't have anything like that's blocking like the sweat coming from their scalp, you know. Like they're doing all these clips on their stories and the like, and I'm watching, you know, like I'm watching them sweat from their natural hair onto their faces. And a lot of people like have full-time jobs, and if you're going to the gym like every day, like the serious gym goers, you know, you have all these heavy products. I don't think you have time after working out to actually cleanse your face properly. And by the way, when I say cleanse your face, I'm not saying be rough and use like really exfoliating stuff, but at least just like be more intentional with how you're cleaning off your face to get rid of whatever product may have, you know, dripped down there. So yeah, I just wanted to point out, in case you're someone who works out heavily and you're constantly sweating and you use heavy thick products on your hair, please, like I had mentioned in a previous point, just try and get like a sports headband or a bandana or something, you know, to put a barrier between the sweat that's running from your hair mixed with all those, like all that product, from running down to your face and causing your skin to break out. So yeah, that's that on that. So the next point is using greasy products. I know, like I keep talking about greasy products, but now like I'm actually going to highlight them on their own and just make it like, you know, its own point, because it's very important, especially for us, you know, kinky, coily type naturals. Like most of us like to use really thick, you know, products or greasy products. Now I have thin fine hair, so I automatically, you know, tend to shy away from those products. So I've been saying a bit, but there are times, okay, there are times where I slip up, especially during the winter. Like I love to use thicker products, obviously, because, you know, like your hair breaks easily in the winter and you just need, you know, something thicker, richer, and, you know, just stronger to seal in, you know, the moisture that you're trying to put onto your hair. Now with greasy products, again, it just ties onto this whole situation of where it's running down onto your face. And I know I've mentioned the winter in the same light. It might not be thick, greasy products that I'm using in the summer, but I tend to avoid oils. Like I'm not oiling my hair obsessively in the summer. Why? Because I'm sweating and the like it will run down to my face and make me break out. So if I insist on using, you know, thick products during the winter, or I'm using an oil in the summer, again, I have to be very intentional with my skincare. I wash it more often and just, you know, try to keep up with it. So that's that on greasy products. Like if you're going to use them, like have like, you know, a legit skincare routine. I know most people who wear makeup have very intense skincare routines. I wish naturals would actually take this into consideration. In fact, not just natural, but you know, like all of us on healthy hair care journeys, you could be tech-lax, you could be relaxed. Most of us overlook the skincare aspect. I know some people do it unintentionally, but a lot of people are getting into this. They were not applying all sorts of stuff to their hair before, and now, you know, like it's working for their hair, but their skin is in shambles. Like I was that person back in 2013, 13, 14, 15, and it took, you know, like a while for me to realize that my skin breaking out and me experiencing all this scarring and the like had to do with my hair care. So yeah, I hope we can get to a point as a community where we realize that, you know, we need to be just as intentional with our skin as we do when we're doing stuff like, you know, like washing off our makeup and all of that. So yeah, that's that point on greasy products or just, you know, oily products, whether etc or whatnot. If you're going to use it on your hair, make sure you're washing your face. Okay. So my next point has to do with how you style your hair. Now, a lot of people do all these really, really nice hairstyles. They wear bangs and all of that. And again, it looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. But I've realized that if I'm wearing my hair week after week after week with a hairstyle, like, you know, like where my hair is falling on my face, even if I'm washing my face, you know, in the morning and at night, like during the day, like I'm at work from, you know, 8 to 17, you know, like there's all this time that product is seeping into my skin and doing all sorts of randomness. So once in a while, of course, like I want to look nice, style my hair here and there, and I wear a style, but I try and avoid, you know, putting my hair in styles where I have bangs or where it's falling onto my face or on my skin. Like I try to avoid that. My hair is usually pulled back. I might wear a headband or just pin it to the sides or something. Right now I have these, like, you know, like little twists, but they're on the side of my face. Whereas sometimes I know, like, there've been times where I have done mini twists and I have this whole, you know, like bang situation where it's laying on my forehead, and I've paid the price for that. Okay, because yeah, like I said, I will use a greasy product, fine, wash my face in the morning and the evening, but it's laying on my forehead, you know, like throughout, you know, like the length of the day. So yeah, hairstyling as well does come into play when it comes to our skin. So my last point, we've come to the end, and it has to do with the process of elimination of products. So if you're someone who is aware that you need to take care of your skin even as you're applying all sorts of products to your hair, like you've done everything that I've said above and your skin is still breaking out, you know, and by the way, it's weird, like you've noticed that it only began breaking out when you know, began like a healthy hair care journey and you've been doing stuff to your hair. Try and use, yeah, like I said, the process of elimination. Like try and get rid of a product at a time to see if maybe there's something, there could be an ingredient or something that is making your skin break out. And once you find that out, you know, so it could be like an oil or like a pre-poo or shampoo or just something that you're using, try and get rid of that, like remove it from your routine for like a week or 2 or 3 and see if, you know, there's less breakouts. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, it's like me like purely projecting. I had, you know, like a fight I didn't even know I was a part of with coconut oil back in the day. I remember like 2017 me, I'm not even going to link that video, like nobody used to see 2017 Cheetah Diaries, okay? The quality was shambles. But yeah, I did a whole video, and at some point, like I did a whole monologue on coconut oil and how at the time, like you guys, because yeah, like I've been doing this thing for like a very, very long time, even off of YouTube, but there was a period that some of you might remember if you were there, okay, when coconut oil ruled the natural hair community. I joined, I was in it, and what I was doing with coconut oil is that I was using it as my sealant. So back then I was actually relaxed. So I was sealing my hair in the morning, okay, and at night. And first off, coconut oil has some, like it has some protein in it, so like it was like it caused havoc to my hair, but for my skin, you know, like it was dripping all over my forehead and my face. And I was also using coconut oil as a lotion, like it was my body moisturizer. Like I swear, you guys, like I was going that hard with coconut oil, like I wasn't using anything else but coconut oil, and my skin was, it was so bad, you guys, like it was bad. And then I'm someone, as you can tell here, like I unfortunately scratch at my scars. It's something I have failed to stop. Like my mom is always telling me to stop scratching at my pimples, but I can't help it, and that's why I always get scarring. Now you can imagine having like breakouts everywhere, and I feel like some of this scarring, it's like remnants of that era in my life, but of course it's, yeah, like you can barely see it, but it was bad. So I used coconut oil for like a good 2 years, again twice daily, you guys. And the place that I would get it from like ran out for like 3 months, and I remember, like, you know, just trying olive oil like while I was waiting for them to stock up, because I used like one particular brand of 100% coconut oil. You guys, I switched to olive oil for my hair, and then I just went back to like normal lotion for my face, and like my skin stopped breaking out, and I realized that it was the coconut oil. So yeah, like just try and see, you know, like if your skin is still breaking out here and there, like just try and, you know, get rid of a product here and there, and you might get lucky and, you know, pinpoint what the issue might be. And I think I'll end here. And in conclusion, like, you know, of course, if your skin like just generally are dealing with like problematic skin, go see a dermatologist and like see a doctor. But you know, just in case you're someone who could easily fix your situation where it has to do with your hair, I hope these tips help. So yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I'll end here. It's been a while since I've sat down. I know I sound so disorganized, like more disorganized than usual, like all scatterbrainy, but hopefully hopefully some, like, you know, like some points came through, and you know, we can relate here and there. And of course, let me know in the comments what tips, like what further tips you may have in terms of skincare, if you can relate to some of the things that I've mentioned. You know, we can chat there and the like. And yeah, I think I'll end here. Is there anything else that I want to say? Oh, in case anybody wants to know what my skincare routine is, do I want to like embarrass myself like after doing a whole skincare routine? Okay, so I'm like one of those people who just uses like water and soap and bought like a whole body cream or body lotion on my face, and it works. So I do use African black soap, like that's like my primary like cleanser for my face and my body. And I use like any like Nivea body cream for like my whole body, head to toe. But the older that I'm getting, the less of a bounce back my skin has post breakout. So I know I need to do better. But yeah, it has been working for a while. And then generally I do have like great skin, like genetically I do. But so in case anybody like was wondering, maybe nobody was wondering, but just in case like 1% of the bot asked that question, hopefully I've answered it. I know, like I am turning 30 this year. I need to do better. But yeah, for now, that's what my skincare has been. You know, African black soap, water, and any Nivea body cream, especially the intensive moisture one. Yeah, just depends on the season. But yeah, I'll end here for real. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, just an outtake. This is how I styled my hair in these mini twists. And like I honestly want to cut my hair. like it's going to happen at some point. Yeah, I just need to settle on what cut I want, but this is not for long. And yeah, okay, for real, bye. See you in the next one.